The Sony INZONE Buds featured in today's review are provided courtesy of Sony. Does anyone else have the issue where in-ear audio devices are just the most uncomfortable thing in existence? After a few minutes of use, the experience becomes something I have to tolerate to take advantage of the smaller form factor. Even popular sets from Edifier and Samsung have been no exception. Funny enough, in the case of the Edifier Pro, wearing them in the opposite ears upside down made them more comfortable than their intended positions, but still not for long durations. As a result, I am not a huge fan of in-ear audio and decided to write off the category despite its convenience in certain situations. That is until Sony approached me with their new INZONE Buds. With reduced weight, ear contact, and excellent sound quality, Buds are built for someone like me in mind. As a result, I've had to shift my outlook on the in-ear category. The INZONE Buds come in a slick two-tone box with the buds taking up residence in the center while the INZONE branding lines the bottom. A quick description is also present. The side bears a brief usage warning while the back gives us a look at the overall contents. Battery life and Bluetooth usage are further highlighted. Inside the box you will find the INZONE Buds with a wireless receiver enclosed in a charging case, a USB charging cable, ear tips of differing sizes, and warranty info plus spec documentation. The buds are available in two colors, black and white. For my sample, I have received the white editions. The charging case resembles a ring box in its shape, with the Sony branding, USB-C port, pairing button, and LED indicator being its only defining exterior characteristics. Opening it up reveals the buds and USB-C receiver that is used to transmit audio from your various devices. Each is held in place magnetically with a nice soft touch finish on the upper lid, preventing any scratching to the glossy finishes. The hinge on the box is sturdy and won't open without a deliberate attempt to do so. Removing the buds reveals the charging poles underneath that keep them powered. Each earbud is roughly the size of my thumb, making them extremely compact. The ear tips don't house any of the audio equipment, giving them a smaller size for maximum comfort. The outer stem is where the magic happens, and despite seeming larger, they won't extend past your ear. The glossy white exterior is nicely accented by the center touchpads and inner housing. A simple L&R designation is also present to give an at-a-glance look at which ear each is intended for. While the buds are lightweight, they do feel solid, ensuring they can handle everyday wear and tear. The USB receiver is likewise compact with a small footprint that won't get in the way during use. A single switch is present on the housing to let the operating mode change between PS5 and mobile devices to PC. Opposite the USB-C port is a single white LED displaying the connection status with a tiny sync button close by. The INZONE Buds are an amazing sounding set of earbuds. They utilize Sony's Dynamic Driver X, which is also featured in their top-of-the-line earbuds, the WF-1000XM5. As a result, these tiny 8.4mm drivers deliver some of the best sounding audio you could ask for in this form factor. Mids and highs are especially pleasing with clear delivery from any audio source. For bass fans, the results are a bit mixed, as it does sound more shallow than what you can get from a larger headset. But as someone who prefers bass accents rather than being subdued by it, the results were pleasing. As a whole, listening to music, movies, games, and podcasts were all equally enjoyable. Volume levels get impressively loud, and even at higher levels, sound quality doesn't suffer from any noticeable distortion, which is a huge plus. My ears give out before the buds in this regard. To benefit the listening experience, Sony has included active noise cancellation into the buds that will reduce the volume of outside sounds. It does a good job at eliminating most noises. I can still hear my kids playing through the effect, but with another audio source on at the same time, I feel completely isolated. A pass-through mode can also be activated if ambient sound needs to be allowed in for any reason. As a nice bonus, the INZONE Buds supports spatial sound on both PC and PS5. Unlike some options out there, audio quality doesn't appear to be sacrificed to achieve the effect. Setting it up on both PS5 and PC is a breeze, but more on that in a bit. In games like Apex Legends, the spatial audio is noticeable in the heat of a match, but it does have its limitations when compared to a larger headset. Specifically, the placement of the front and rear audio at a distance is harder to discern than I would like. This becomes a bit problematic when trying to nail down the exact location of an opponent running around a building you are also in. As a result, I will tend to rely more on left-right cues instead. But overall, it functions well enough for most things, and I am happy with its inclusion. Mic quality is another area where the buds don't compete as well with standard headsets. While completely passable in its expected uses, voice quality does suffer coming across as more hollow and flat. But one area I have to highlight is its AI noise cancellation. With over 500 voices sampled, the Buds mic can better tune out environmental noises to ensure only your voice is what comes through during the heat of battle. Getting started with the INZONE Buds is a bit different than most other earbuds and headsets out there due to their use of the new Bluetooth LE protocol. Only the newest Android phones can make use of the protocol, and unfortunately for me, my Pixel 6 Pro doesn't make the cut. This also excludes iPhone users completely from the equation, as no currently available model supports LE. Because of this, the included USB-C receiver becomes your best friend while using the Buds, regardless of the device in use. With the included switch on the front, it is easy to quickly switch between mobile and PS5 mode to PC on the fly. The 2.4 GHz transmission rate ensures a low latency connection to not cause issues during use. Sony posted internal numbers of only 30 milliseconds of latency, bringing it to less than 2 frames of lag in a 60 FPS title. In my testing, the result is an unnoticeable audio experience. Because of the Bluetooth limitation, the Buds do have a more limited selection of compatible devices, but thankfully the list is still no slouch in my testing. Android phones and devices work perfectly, as well as the PS5. Activating Tempest 3D Spatial Audio only takes a quick visit to the system settings, and again, it works well. The receiver is also compatible with all 3 models of the Nintendo Switch, making it a great on-the-go combination. The PS4 is also fully supported, and surprisingly, the PS3 also sees partial support as a chat-only headset. PC, Asus ROG Ally, Steam Deck, and an M2 Mac Mini are also supported. Unfortunately, the Xbox One and Series X and S are not supported, being the only letdown with this great list of current devices, but it was honestly expected. To get the most out of the Buds on PC, users can download the INZONE Hub, which lets you customize nearly every aspect of the Buds to your liking. The touchpads on both earbuds let you do some commands by default, and with the app you can maximize their usefulness in both media playback or games. The balance between game and chat audio could be adjusted on the fly, as well as the Buds' nice active voice cancellation. Again, both of these functions are available through the touchpads on each earbud if desired. Side tone can also be enabled or disabled depending on preference. An equalizer is available with a few selectable profiles to choose from if you don't want to tune it yourself. The big winners of the app for me though come from maximizing the Buds experience. Tests are available to make sure the proper ear tips have been selected, and 360-degree spatial sound configuration lets you upload a picture of your ears to maximize your listening experience. The process was surprisingly quick, and after only 5 minutes I have a profile specifically calibrated to my ears. Like on PS5, spatial audio on PC works well enough, but the performance is a noticeable step down from most decent headsets with Dolby Atmos or equivalent software. Because of the USB receiver, battery life does take a hit compared to being able to use Bluetooth LE. On average, users can expect around 12 hours of life per charge while using the receiver. The charging case supplies another 12 hours, giving it a total of 24 hours of uptime before needing to be plugged in. On Bluetooth LE, these numbers are doubled. While 24 hours is still plenty of listening time, I get a bit envious that I am missing out on that increased use time while on my phone. But with quick charging capabilities, 5 minutes of charge time will get you an extra hour of listening. Fully charging the case and Buds from a completely dead state only takes around 3 hours. As awesome as the overall package has turned out to be, I feel like I would be doing the Buds a disservice for not specifically calling out their comfort during use. As previously mentioned, I hate in-ear audio, with only one exception in the Antlion Audio Kimura Duo. The INZONE Buds easily get added to this short list, as even after 5 to 6 hour gaming sessions, they have not caused me any discomfort. And as great as that is, it works even better for laying in bed listening to a book or watching a show even while on my side. My edifiers destroyed me when I attempted to do this, and headsets were just too large to comfortably accommodate such a use, making the Buds a perfect alternative. My biggest complaint with the INZONE Buds is its lack of setup documentation for Bluetooth and USB receiver pairing. Because I received an early sample, the online documentation was also non-existent, further complicating things. Before I found out my phone didn't support LE audio, I tried a few times to get the Buds to pair, and it took a while for them to finally enter pairing mode, which I didn't expect. After pairing them to my phone and finding out they weren't supported, I had to figure out how exactly to repair them to the USB receiver. I ended up in this weird state of one being stuck on Bluetooth and one on USB for about an hour before finding the sync button on the receiver and getting everything going as intended. The Buds and source device having independent volume controls was also a hassle at first. I was unaware such a setting existed, and for the first few hours of testing I was annoyed by the quieter sound output. Once the other volume control was discovered, I realized you can make them incredibly loud. After so many years of hating in-ear audio but needing it for a few select use cases, it is nice to have a set like the INZONE Buds. Their comfort-focused build is a literal game changer for use, and the audio quality provided by Sony's Dynamic Driver X is superb. While features like spatial sound are not as ideal for earbuds, the INZONE Buds do a commendable job with their attempt. Compatibility will be a bit limited thanks to Bluetooth LE, but the included receiver does an excellent job of connecting your ears to your devices. For PC and PS5 focused gamers looking for in-ear style audio, the INZONE Buds tick all the right boxes and features. Alright everybody, so those are my thoughts on the new Sony INZONE Buds. Just a wonderful near universal set of earbuds that you can use on so many different devices, and for gamers especially great for PC, Switch, PS5, PS4, Steam Deck, and Mac gameplay. Unfortunately, we do miss out on Xbox stuff, but so be it. It is a Sony product, I mean, whatever. Either way, just really cool to check out. Price, not too bad for what you're getting at $199.99, and just, again, super comfortable. I've been wearing these all day without any issue, and it's just amazing. This is something that I have not really experienced ever with in-ear audio. I've always hated it so much because it just gets so uncomfortable so quickly. So if that is a concern of yours like it is for me, you could go into the INZONE Buds knowing that these are designed right for comfort, and it is incredible. But big thank you again to Sony for sending these out my way. It was quite a revelatory experience. And then of course, thank you to each and every one of you for watching today's review. I hope you have found it informative, or something, I guess. But we're going to go ahead and call it here. So just a couple of usual favors here at the end. You know the drill. Thumbs up, thumbs down, depending on how much you like today's review, as well as that sub button notification bell so you can see when new videos go live on the channel. Loads always coming your way, and I'd love to have each and every one of you along for the ride. For anyone interested in further helping support the channel and keep it going, you can also check out that join button here on YouTube or the Patreon link in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Little goes a long way to keeping this place up and running and bringing all of this content directly to you. Big shout out to all of our current backers. Thank you so much as always for believing what we do here and helping us keep it going for so long. You just remain incredible. Stay friggin' awesome, y'all. But until next time, my wonderful internet peeps, you all stay awesome. Keep on gaming. We'll see you back next video.